I am Rachel, the Hosta's new executive chairman and CTO. I also did my master's and PhD at MIT. I was in the computation group, which was the intersection of the architecture department and the electrical engineering computer science department. But apart from that, I'm also an architect. I am a third generation architect in my family, actually. Growing up, I would help my dad on construction sites. We have to tape measure, clipboard, we'd measure spaces, create them to CAD models and drawings. It was a very tedious process, but ultimately it inspired me to become an architect. But by the time I became an architect, dealing with much larger projects, much larger buildings, and seeing the complexity in having to document spaces, I knew there had to be a better way to do this. And so now with the Hosta solution, which I'm going to go through, right, we essentially can capture spaces with no special equipment and get you all the measurements, floor plans, 3D models, everything I wish I had when I was an architect. But the solution right now, we are, hang on, sorry, there's a little bit of a lag here. Can you see that? Okay.
Yes.
So currently our solution is being deployed in the property insurance industry, where we're working with some of the top 25 carriers in the US, right? And here the problem is that, say your dishwasher breaks, you're a homeowner, right? Your basement's completely flooded. Typically an insurance company would send someone over spending about $300 to $500 to assess your space. Right now, Hosta is just a solution on the back end now that's able to extract that same information that an adjuster would do on site. Right, particularly because they do things manually. They do things manually as I did as an architect. Right, measuring spaces, capturing every line item that needs to be there in order to settle your claim. So now with the Hosta solution is that we don't have an app, no special equipment or LiDAR. Just take simple images of your interior space, right? And we're able to extract with floor plans, 3D models, measurements, square footages, what type of materials are on there. And our AI is also context aware of the spaces, right? So on top of that, we also look at risk assessments of that space, right? For example, do you have certain items in the space that could potentially, that could potentially change the policy of what you have, right? And then apart from understanding the rest of the space. So we're 100% remote, 100% automated, right, of understanding your space with our AI engine. And the direct benefits to the carriers is that we're 80%, we have an 80% faster turnaround, 80% savings. So an example is we've got an adjuster out in the middle of Nebraska, for example. He used to go visit his client's home and drive 3 hours each day, right, to gather that information, get in order to settle that claim. But now with the Hosta solution, he desk adjusts, right? And so we're enabling a lot of adjusters and insurance carriers with this solution for efficiency. So partner with us. We're looking to expand our customer pipeline with the property insurance companies, independent adjuster companies, inspection companies, national contractor networks, or if you're in home improvement, you can reach out to me. Thanks.
Great. Thanks, Rachel. Could you tell us a little more about how accurate your technology is, and also some of those stats that you mentioned? How do you get to that?
Yeah, so we are 95% accurate on measurements, right, on the creation of floor plans, which are detailed. Their accuracy tends to be defined by the customer, right? And the customer has specific criterias. Specifically, if you're dealing with different carriers, sometimes still request for different line items or different types of accuracy of which we benchmark against.
Okay, and what is then the need for adjusters? How does that change?
Yeah, so adjusters are still required, right? We focus on water damage claims, up to $10,000 to $30,000. Anything that's beyond you've got a large loss, you're still going to require an expert to go in there. So we like to think of ourselves as the adjuster's co-pilot, where you can go focus on the larger jobs, right? And we're helping you essentially accumulate, these smaller jobs that can be done quickly.